I'm Brad.
I'm Raphael.
And today we're working on a 1998 328 IS. We're taking apart this door panel here to replace the speakers when I noticed the top rail running down the side here was completely torn apart. Turns out that a mechanic had tried to fix it but had destroyed it, and as you can see from the previous video, the rail is completely smashed up. The glue he used was really poor. So when I took this off to do the speakers, we weren't able to really get it to mount back on where it would stay nice and firm like this is now. So we decided to try and make our own part, seeing as the only alternative was to buy an entire door panel from BMW, which is no longer in production. From the video you can tell the angle's not exactly 100%, so we're going to go change the front angle here just a little bit so that it's a little more flat to bring this right up next to this window guard here. The next step, once we have that, is to test fit it again. And if you guys have this same problem, which we know almost everyone with the E36 has.
Basically, you have four models. You have the coupe, you have the sedan, you have the convertible, and you have the hatchback. And we'd like all people to actually send us email what kind of car you have, and to a few of you, we'll actually ship a few samples so you can test fit in your car, just to make sure that it fits all models. We try to make it as universal as possible. So we decided to make a bracket that will clip on two clips in the door that will allow you to shift them pretty much on all doors for the E36. And we also modified it just to make it fit in the edges, so where you have other plastic components, so we'll not block the new bracket in. Once you get it, you give us a feedback. We'll modify it if we need it to, and then we'll just shoot it. So we're going to have a manufacturer actually make a mold, and we'll have actual nice molded parts for you.
As it stands right now, these are just 3D printed. They're not exactly the most durable parts, but they're actually much stronger than we anticipated. And as you can tell from the video when I was pulling it, there was very little give from the top of the panel here, which we can't say the same for the passenger side door. We're trying to make these universals, so the first few of you that contact us with those cars, be happy to send these out to you with a little guide that we've put together on how we installed them, and get your feedback, whether or not it worked out for you, were there spacing issues, things like that. The only reference we've had for other models so far is just things we found on the forums, pictures, but we haven't actually gotten our hands on any of those parts yet. We did our best to make sure that the entire installation process can be handled by anyone. Just using epoxy you can get at Home Depot, a chisel to scrape off the old plastic piece, a very fine sandpaper to kind of smooth down the upper part of the panel here, and just some clamps that you can pick up at any hardware store for $1 or $2. So stay tuned. Do a small guide we put together on how we installed them, but we would love any feedback and input you have, so that before we put these in production, these parts will be universal for all of the E36 cars. Thanks, guys.